In this video, we're going to be discussing the Form 2106. Now, if you go onto irs.gov and look up Form 2106, it has 9 pages, not 8, not 10, 9 pages of instructions. So there are specific use cases and parameters for when this form is filed. In general, if you were an employee deducting ordinary and or necessary expenses for your job, you would use this form, being that they were unreimbursed to you. An ordinary expense is one that is common and accepted in your field, your trade, business, or profession. A necessary expense is one that is helpful and appropriate for your business. An expense does not have to be required in order to be considered necessary. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and fill it out. Easiest way to get there, again, if you've watched any of the other videos, 2106, I like the form finder. If you're not a fan of the form finder, go to deductions, enter myself, and go to itemized deductions, and there you have job related travel expenses, form 2106. Okay, so who's it for? In this return, we're saying it's for Mike, and he's outside sales. Okay, and check here if you're a member. Nope. Prorate. Nope, not clergy. So what are your parking fees and tolls? Well, we live in a major city, so we have a parking garage and we're doing a lot of traveling around. Travel expenses while away from home overnight, including lodges, airplane, and so forth. We'll say that that was $3,000 even. Obviously, you're going to want to use receipts. Don't use even round numbers. Make sure that they're actuals. Record keeping in this scenario is incredibly important because 2106 gets audited. Let's just be honest about it. Okay. Business expense not included above or in vehicle expenses. So do not include meals and entertainment. Okay. So we had other stuff. We bought a laptop. We paid for cell phone out of our pocket. It wasn't reimbursed by the employee or the employer. So we're going to say that that was $5,500. Amount paid by your employer not in W-2 box 1. So if your employer does reimburse you for a percentage of this, then it would be somewhere else on the W-2. I believe it's in box 12 under certain code. Let me look that up real quick. So yes, it is box 12 and it would be coded letter L. Okay, so box 12 coded as letter L. We don't have any of those on this guy's W-2, so we keep on moving. Enter your meals and entertainment expenses. This program will automatically. So don't apply the 50%. Put in the 100% of expenses, $550, and it will cut it in half automatically. Amount your employer paid for meals, nothing. If you're an employee, a department, nope. And employer paid for meals, nothing there. So with that being complete, we go ahead and click continue. And now we have the questions for our vehicle. So did we have a vehicle that we used for this business? We did, and it was a Toyota. We'll call it the Prius, making sure we get the good gas mileage. And when did we put it in service? Beginning of the year. Why not? And we drove a ton of miles for the company. And of the 15, we drove 12,500 for the business. Average daily round trip was, I don't know, 20. Commuting miles, 1,000. Good stuff. Is your vehicle eligible? Yes, it is. There's rules around all of this as well. And no, we're not a rural carrier. I guess it helps to select the month. I meant to do that just to show you how the program makes sure you don't screw things up. So you can see that that automatically turned red. Wouldn't let me progress. Okay. From there, we click continue. And we answer the questions. Check here if you or your spouse have another vehicle available for personal use. Of course we do. And yeah, we got great logs tracking every time we started the car up for business miles. Starting odometer, ending odometer, destination, so forth. So that is the 2106 in a nutshell. Again, there are 9 pages of IRS rules stipulating this then that, that then this, and so forth. So make sure that you're familiar with those, just to keep yourself out of hot water and so forth, and life will be good. Hopefully this was helpful, and yeah, you're clear on how to navigate the form and locate it. Thanks so much.